Hey guys, Matt here from Nomad Trainer. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to take you through a 10-minute warning mobility routine that's going to help you mobilize every single joint in the body and get you set up perfectly for the day. So, first things first, we're going to begin with some rolling. So if you start lying on your back, you can either hold behind the legs or hold on the knees and roll up to a seat, but keep the feet off the floor. And the goal here is to actually round the spine. So we want to feel a nice smooth roll, activating and warming up the back with every single roll. If you can then take your hands away and continue, that's the next level up. We're going to do about 10 of these. So keep rocking and rolling, warming up the spine, activating the core. One more of these. And then come to a sit. So next thing is going to be a hip mobility exercise. It's called 90-90s. And you can start off with your hands behind your back. We want the heels on the floor, knees slightly bent, so that when you twist both knees to one side, you make two 90-degree angles. You lift up, go to the other side. And the goal here is to get both knees to touch the floor on every rep. You can feel the twist inside the hip socket. And then the next level up from this is to do it with no hands. So if you can control both ways with no hands, that's very, very good. This is one of the best things you can do if you're going to spend the rest of the day sitting at a desk or in a car, because it helps you to internally and externally rotate the hips. Okay, we're going to keep going till we've done about 10 total each way. Couple more. Doesn't matter if you have to keep your hands on the floor behind you, just whatever level suits you best. And then we're going to move on to hands and feet. So another area that gets neglected a lot when you're spending a lot of time sitting down is your wrists and your toes. So we're going to spread the fingers, keep arms straight and tuck the toes at the same time. As you rock back, you stretch the feet. As you rock forwards, you stretch the wrists. So inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you come forwards. Might feel a bit strange if you've never done this kind of thing before and your wrists might feel quite tight. All the more reason to do this mobility drill more regularly. Then we can actually increase this stretch, take it to another level by turning the wrists the other way. So it helps if you bring your fingers closer to your knees. Same thing as you rock back, now you're stretching both the toes and the wrists. If the heel of the hand comes up slightly, that's fine. We can also stretch the fingers. And then you can sit back on the toes, shake the hands out. We're going to do one more wrist stretch, but it's going to be the other way around. So this time we're going to put the whole back of the hand flat on the floor, fingers facing towards the knees, and then rock back. This one might feel very weird, especially if you've never done it before, but it's very, very good for your wrist health. When I first started doing this exercise, I really struggled to even just get my hands flat like this. So if your hands are a bit like this, they feel a bit unsure, don't worry, that's normal. You can always just bring them further back, closer to your knees. And then over time, I don't recommend doing this first time, but you get to the point where your wrist mobility, it's comfortable for you to do that, and it feels good. Okay, shake the hands out again. I'm going to come onto hands and feet and lift the knees up slightly. So this one involves coordination, a little bit of strength and balance. You're going to lift your left hand off the floor, twist onto your left foot, and bring your right foot underneath until you land in a reverse tabletop. Then you're going to go exactly the same way back. So the left hand comes all the way over, right leg goes under, and then you're back on the tabletop. Other side, so it's the opposite hand and leg. The hand always goes over, and the leg always goes under. Hand over, leg under. Then once you've got the coordination, you can start going a tiny bit faster, pivoting on the foot, hand over, leg under. If you try and do the leg over, it doesn't work. You always do the leg under and it moves a lot more smoothly. Keep going side to side, Take little breaks in between whenever you need to, and then try and go back again, like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment to stay on the back. So the reverse tabletop. So pick a side, you're going to lift up and then reach one hand up as high as you can. It's called a crab grab. Bum goes down to the floor, other hand goes up. Lift, reach the hips up, hand up high as you can, and down. Imagine you're reaching for something that's just a bit too high, like a fruit hanging from a tree. Activating the glutes, stretching the hips, stretching the shoulders with every reach. Same thing, rest whenever you need to. One more on the other side. And then what we can do is we can pivot all the way around through again, the same way we did, and end up back on the knees. Shake the hands out again if you need to. And then we're going to move into a high plank. So a high plank is like the start of a press up position, arms straight, wrists under elbows, directly under the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, send the bum up into the air, bend the knees, and find a downward dog. Inhale, come forwards, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, downward dog. When you're doing downward dog, you really do not need your heels to touch the floor. If you do the heels touch the floor, you don't have enough mobility, the back's all round. But what we want is we want that corner. We want a nice sharp angle where the tailbone is. So we want a nice straight line from the hands through the shoulders into the hips, the legs. We want to try and get the thighs to touch the belly. Next time we come forwards, you're going to try and step your right foot outside your right hand. Okay, we're going to keep that right foot there. We're going to just move around a few times, a couple of little circles. And then you're going to move your left hand further wider. Right hand goes up to the sky and right elbow touches the floor. Big stretch for the hips here. I'm going to go for 5 reps on one side. Opening the chest up with every rep. And then we're going to put the hands back, foot goes back, downward dog, onto the other side. Left foot, you might need to move the left foot forward with the hands. You're going to move the foot out to the side, a few little circles. And then right hand goes wider, left arm comes up, elbow to the floor, 5 reps. Opening wide. Good. Hands back into the middle. Step the foot back. Drop the knees down. Walk the hands back. And then we're just going to finish off in a deep squat. So if you need to keep your hands on the floor, if you need to keep your heels up, that's fine. Ultimate goal would be heels flat, hands together like this. We'll squat here for 20 to 30 seconds. And this is a great way just to set you up for the day by opening up the hips, opening up the spine. Now that we've mobilized all those areas, hopefully this should feel easier than it normally would doing it cold. Take a few slow breaths to calm down your nervous system. And then when you're ready, you can slowly come up. If you need to put your hand on the floor, straighten the legs. And that's it, ready to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed these movements and that they make you feel good for the rest of the day. Check out the PDF in the link below.